Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I am Shannon, and on my channel, I'm talking all about manifesting in every area of your life, designing your life to be how you want it to be, manifest deliberately. This is all about conscious creation. I want to start with a success story I have from a client who she downloaded my course, the Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept, and she has a great success story. So she hadn't heard from her specific person for about 5 months. She has been working on her mental diet and her affirmations. Once she started doing my course, she really started identifying as the version of her and becoming that version, right? Really having the thoughts of that version. Really, all you need to do is affirm, right? You're affirming the version. You don't have to even really have the feelings. It's just, what are you thinking throughout the day? Because that's how you're creating your reality, through your thoughts and your imagination. She consistently imagined and spoke to herself that she has received contact consistently every day. And for a whole entire week, last week, she has had contact every single day. She went from no contact to consistent contact every day. She did that by saying things to herself like, I'm getting messages every day. That's who I am. I'm the person who's a goddess. I'm the person who's the catch. I'm the person who's so amazing. And I'm the person that everyone wants to be with. Let those be your thoughts about yourself. When it comes to your specific person, all you're thinking about them, you're going to see the version of them who sees you, right, in relationship to how you see yourself, as a goddess, as a catch. So when you think about your specific person, you're going to say things to yourself like, they think I'm a catch and they think I'm the best thing on earth. They know that I am the one. They want me and only me. They love being with me. I radiate love into their life and they love that. They love being around me. So it's all about what we're saying to ourselves and what we're affirming, right? Affirmation is what you're saying to yourself. So let's talk about how do we create our reality? Because by the way, you have been living life and creating your reality for your whole life. We just didn't call it manifesting, but you have been creating your life your whole life. Now we're just creating our life understanding that you are the causation. So whatever you're thinking and whatever you're entertaining in your mind and whatever you're assuming, that's what creates your reality. So the whole life before you woke up to realize you are the operant power, you have been the creator creating, but your assumption was everyone outside of you had their own thoughts. That was outside of you. Thought that was outside of you, but it's not. It's actually whatever you're assuming and how people will interact with you reflects and responds to your own thoughts and your own beliefs. So all you need to do, I like to just focus on the solution. I don't go back to the problem. Focus on the solution and be the version of you who knows how to manifest. That all you need to do is affirm and be that person and say, I know how to manifest a specific person, and I'm really powerful and I am infinite and I know how to do this, and I am the goddess and I am the god of my own reality, and I'm really attractive, and I always have someone, like anyone I'm interested in is always interested in me. Everyone loves being in my presence. Everyone loves and supports me. Okay, well, it doesn't have to be everyone, but it depends what your perception is. I create my reality that I am supported and I am loved and I am adored. Okay, and so other people create their reality. They don't care. I'm not caring about what others think, because it's only a reflection of my own beliefs anyway. So what do you need to do to manifest your specific person? You continue to think from having that desire. So you're going to affirm that reality until it manifests. Okay, I am in the most beautiful relationship, and I am in a relationship that feels really good, and I am really happy every day. Okay, if you want to affirm that reality, that is what you say. You affirm that over and over until it manifests. Okay, you don't have to affirm it 10,000 times a day, all day long. You're going to affirm it as much as you can. Okay. If you're already feeling like, yeah, I know this is true, then you're going to affirm it less, because you don't need to do that, because you already create things, whatever's in your life that's consistent and solid. It's already like the belief that you hold. It will be just like that. When you affirm something and you know it, you will see it be solidified in your reality. It will just be a fact of life in your reality. All right. So I am going to answer some questions. Okay, Kaja, he ghosted me. How could I get him back and make him obsessed with me? Well, you want to start affirming, we are back together. I am an obsession. I am the one that he's addicted to, and he loves being in my presence. And this obsession is so harmonious. It goes, he loves being obsessed with me. It makes him feel good. He loves being there for me. Okay, so affirm from just script out. What you could do is script out, what does it look like being together already? And you're going to take pieces from whatever you script out, and that's what you affirm. Okay, all you have to do is say, he's obsessed with me, and he shows me, and he tells me, and he's in love with me, and he'll do anything for me, because that's who I am. Beyond Kelly, I already toured 5 apartments that fell through. I don't understand why. You have to keep focusing on the vision of having it, and not and that it's not falling through. Okay, we could also create meaning behind whatever we're experiencing. Create the meaning behind what you're experiencing, like, you know, that's okay, because those weren't the ones. Okay, it's not that they weren't the ones, but you're going to create something good, a good meaning from that, just so you can move forward from it. Okay, none of that has anything to do with the present moment. You create from the eternal now, which is the present moment. In the present moment, affirm, I already got my apartment. Start picturing what that looks like. I love my new apartment. I love the kitchen. I love my new bedroom. I'm so excited for my new apartment. You need to spend all your thoughts on that idea. Remember, to manifest and align with this reality, it's already existing. Okay, you're only becoming aware of it. You experience this new reality by affirming that reality, by saying it, by affirming that you have it. Or you could affirm that I will have it, because that works too. It all works. Okay, I will have this by this specific date. By the end of the month, I will have my new apartment, and it will look like this. And then you paint the picture of it. But you're focusing more on the idea of the fulfillment, what the desire, right? The desire in affirming what you want. This piece said something that upset me. I know I caused it, but how should I act? I don't want to forgive him easy. You can revise it, right? He said something, and you could, well, here's the thing. There are infinite ways to play this out, but what feels good and what sounds good to you. So even though you know you caused it, you still want him to apologize, right? You still want him to be the new version who doesn't do that. So you could within the reality, you could say, I don't like that, and I don't appreciate it. Now, you do want to create a blueprint of how he's going to respond. Okay, practice. He's responding, I'm so sorry, you're right, I should have. Okay, because you don't want him to be defensive about it. And the more that you create the blueprint of how that interaction will go, you'll create that situation and that incident, or experience. All right, so you do want to give the intention of how that will all play out. Okay, so you could just affirm that. You could affirm it and not even bring the topic up, and he will come to you and bring the topic up. Okay, so go to the end and affirm. I mean, this is kind of the middle, but because the end is being in the relationship together, where it's a solid relationship, it's harmonious, it's fulfilling, it feels good. That's more of the end, right? So it's sort of the middle, but it's okay. It's the end of this particular spot. The end of this spot is like getting over how he made you feel. Okay, so you're affirming things like I'm forgiving. Like, go to the place where you are forgiving him, right? Because when you forgive him, it implies that he has asked you. He's asked you for forgiveness. He's told you, I'm so sorry. Okay, you could imagine that too. Imagine he's saying, I'm sorry. You know what? I respect you. You're important to me. I don't want to lose you. Those are the kind of things you could be thinking about yourself and how you expect that interaction to be. Thoughts on EFT tapping for affirmations and manifestations? Yeah, the EFT tapping is powerful. It's powerful. I used to do it. I don't really need to do it now. I don't do it. Okay, if you're at a place, the thing is, it's powerful to use the EFT tapping to tap on particular points of your body and release old limiting beliefs, and that is powerful. So let yourself use that to get through to it. It's not like you have to. Nothing is a have to. But sometimes people feel like something is resonating with them. If it's resonating with you, then do a little more research and do the EFT tapping. It's powerful. It's similar to doing like a breathing exercise. Okay, you want to be releasing. You're releasing the tension. You're releasing the fear. You're releasing the doubt and the worry. Okay, I mean, another way to do it is just, you could also go to the end, depending on how you feel with mentally, like how you're feeling, right? And if you're aligning with that, I feel like this will work, then yeah, allow yourself to use that. What do you do when they say something hateful and hurtful to you? Words hurt. Revise. Okay, revise it. Okay, revise the situation that where they are saying, you know what, I apologize. You could revise. There are infinite ways to do this. So revise what he said to you. Okay, revise what you heard. Hear him say, instead of hearing, when you're remembering what, because we're going back to our memory of what happened, right? Instead of remembering what you heard, start to hear, I'm so sorry I hurt you. Okay, hear that, because you will manifest those words said to you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I shouldn't have said that to you. I know how important you are to me. Okay, and be the version of you who feels, right? That's you saying, I am valued and I am a priority and I'm important. Okay, so that version of you will reflect and have a manifestation of your specific person saying those things to you. Okay, but you have to spend more time focusing on the apology part of it, that they are apologizing. Focus on that. Don't focus on the hurtful words, because we want to sometimes relive those over and over in our head for some reason. And we're not doing that anymore. Okay, we're going to shift away from those ideas of the things we don't want, and you're going to focus on what you do want. And what you do want is an apology. And what you do want is your specific person to say, you're important to me. And I want to be a better person. And you make me want to be a better person. That's who you are. You're someone that makes them want to feel like they want to be a better person. And they want to be part of your life. You need to be painting that picture and affirming that reality. Really, whatever we're saying is manifesting. Okay, so when we spend so much time on this situation and drama that took place, we really just keep it in place. We could resolve it even quicker by imagining the apology, imagining what they're saying to you. Okay, that will do that. Angel, I can listen to you all day. Well, thank you. Okay. All right, what's the best way to focus on your desire? Well, here, the thing is, you don't have to focus on your desire. You don't necessarily want to focus on the thing, okay? You can, but to help with detachment, you're just focusing on, like, how does it feel to have that desire, okay? You could focus on your desire, I do manifest affirming that I have the extra money in the bank and exactly how much it is. I have an extra $5,000. I intend to have an extra $5,000. My bank has that extra money in my account, okay? With this specific person, focus on who you are and what you're receiving. Okay, and how it is powerful, it's a really powerful way to manifest, is because we can learn to shift our feelings. And from my perspective, it's not just about the manifestation. It's a lifestyle of changing your perception of reality. Okay, so we want the desire. Of course, I want you to all have your desire, but also I guess it's also my perception, to having a really good life is seeing more of the light at the end of the tunnel and the positive things in life. And because everything's a reflection anyway, so you'll experience more, like, situations that seem so random will be better than you ever expected, because we're focusing on the feeling of how we want to be living our life and feeling fulfillment, or feeling supported, or feeling loved and feeling desired. Okay. The best way to manifest your desire, maybe is that it, like, if that was the question, the best way to manifest your desire is whatever story. Just think about your life as a story, and whatever story you're telling yourself is what's manifesting. Right now, we're already telling ourselves stories about whatever we're living. Like, I'm living in this house and I'm here and I have, everything, the way I look and the car I drive and my whole life. That's all the story I told. If we want to change anything about our reality, we start telling a new story, and we affirm that new story in our mind until it manifests. Okay? With the current things that we see that are not in alignment with what we want, like that are the unwanted or not in alignment. Maybe it's not necessarily unwanted. It's just you want a different. You're choosing something new. That's what you just tell yourself. Like, I experienced this reality and I'm done with it. I'm choosing something new. And I know that my thoughts create, and my imagination is the God of my reality. So I know that I thought about that desire. It's already mine. Okay, so you could keep affirming that when you think about it. But you could also move through your day and just know that it's done. I manifest my old ex, oh, that's your SP, okay, that we're back together, living together, that we're family, and we expect a baby. And I affirm this for a few months now. And he's going to have a baby with a third party. Okay. So you might have you been focusing more on the fear that this is not happening, right? All you need to do is by the way, it doesn't matter if he told you that this third party was pregnant, and that none of it doesn't have to be true in your reality. Okay. You can manifest a reality where he's with you. You would need to affirm and imagine that he is with you and not with someone else. I want to be friends, but not get back together with my ex. Do I just affirm that we're friends now? Yes, we are friends. We get along great. It's amicable. We have a great relationship. We have a great friendship. It's only a friendship. That's what you affirm. Okay, so what does it actually mean? Back to the story about the third party. How is it happening? I just don't understand how what I'm affirming, happened for him with someone else. That one reason, it may not be the only reason, but one reason how that happens is because we're really focused more on the fear of losing it and not getting the desire. Okay. And you paid too much attention of things outside of you instead of focusing on yourself. It's our own life, right? So from your perspective of life, you want to focus on like first person, because we do see our reality reflect back to us our own affirmations and our own thoughts. And in order to create it where you're experiencing it, you want to create. That's why creating the feeling can be really powerful, because when you feel that you have this, you're creating that feeling that you have it. The feeling of not having it where someone else had it, like this is the opposite feeling of what you want. So you're most likely focused on the story either of the two of them. If they were already together, you focused too much on them. You focused on the third party, or you focused on the fear of not having it. Do you understand how lucid reality is? Like, you could shift into a reality where you found out today that, guess what, it's not even his baby, and they broke up because there was someone else. I don't care what you know, but whatever story we tell ourselves, I have experienced this, like the wildest and crazy stories, because in my head, I just started telling a totally different story, and the whole story that I told, which seemed wild and crazy, it all manifested. Okay, so whatever we're saying and telling ourselves is what's manifesting. We just didn't realize we're doing that all of our life. So here's what you need to do. you create that kind of story in your mind. You don't tell the 3D reality, because the 3D just old stuff going on, right? Playing out. But you affirm that in your imagination. You affirm a story like that, and you imagine that you are with your specific person, and that he's telling you, like, wow, like you go to the end where you are together and it's solid, not like it just happened right now, but like this all already took place a half a year ago. And imagine right now, today, that you and your specific person are together talking about, oh my God, that was such the craziest thing about that woman, and she was having that other guy's baby. Okay, so, but you gotta stick with the story, and you can't feel emotionally attached the more you see something happening outside of you, okay? Because you are the creator, and you can create and align with any reality you want. Those possibilities exist. And I'm telling you, firsthand experience, I've had that. I've had clients with wild and crazy stories, okay? So it's all coming from you 100%. We don't want to feel when we're feeling the lack of something, we're actually just manifesting more feelings of that lack, okay? So keep affirming, okay? I mean, maybe it's up to you. Just here's the thing. In the big picture, get clear on what you want, okay? Because you don't have to manifest a specific person. I've manifested a lot of specific people. Specific people meaning people I work with, my kids, my family members, extended family, right? So all the people in my life I've affirmed, okay? And okay, for also people when I was dating, the specific people that I was dating, if at some point I just was like, you know what, that didn't have to be, I was like, I'm done with that. Okay, so if you're done with it, fine. But if internally you're thinking, no, this is what I really want this, okay? And if that feels really true to you and you really want this, then script out that story. Go 6 months from now and keep affirming right now that you already have your desire, okay? Okay, you're gonna know that you don't see your desire because we're only planting the seed. You only need to feel the fulfillment really once and it's done, okay? But don't dig up your seed by having contrary thoughts about it, okay? Consistently having worries and doubts and fears. Elsa, my ex just told me he's in love with me and his best friend, which is now his neighbor, he can't focus on us. Wait. Oh, he's in love with the two people. Okay, here's what you do. I don't care what he told you. Don't give importance to that, okay? Don't give importance to that. Instead, you keep affirming, we are together in love, right? We are together in love. Now, focus on the version of you who you know it's solid, okay? That's where you want to get in your head. Like, he is loyal. You are only with someone who wants to be with you, and he wants to be with you, okay? That's your reality. He is loyal to you. That's your reality. You have to affirm that reality. I am the one. I am the one. That's what you say, okay? I am the one he's in love with. I am the one who is the greatest. I am the one who's the most attractive, that he's attracted to. I am the one that he feels so secure and safe with. I am the one that he just is drawn to me because there's something about me that's so unique that he's just in love with me. Okay, those are the things you affirm. Okay, now anytime this BFF, don't feel jealous, don't whatever, just let it go. Okay, because if you're putting focus on that, that's going to, persist in your reality. So you're not going to give any attention to it. You're going to revise that, and you could even revise what he said. You could revise it, okay? And he said, I'm only in love with you. I'm only in love with you. Keep imagining that this is what you're hearing, and you want to replace what you did hear, and you replace it with, I am only in love with you, okay? Because everyone in your reality is an extension of you. Everyone in your reality is only reflecting and responding and being the version of themselves that aligns with the story that you're telling, the story that you're living, Okay, when we want to change the story, we change the story and we persist in the new story. Okay, so think about it. It's just like a new movie. It's a whole new, or maybe not even a whole movie, but like it's the movie of your life, and you're swapping out the chapter. Okay, and you're like, ooh, that's all written out wrong. Okay, and you don't want that story anymore, but you're going to affirm the story that you want. You're affirming the story, the desired reality. You're saying, because she's there, what do I do? Just exactly what I said. You're going to imagine that he said something different and replace it and use revision, because revision is powerful. And when you consistently, even if he still tells you after you do that for 2 or 3 days, if he still says something again to you to the effect of this other person, you're going to keep revising it in your head, because it will reflect back to you. You're going to keep revising in your head, I love you and only you. I know that it's you. I know 100% that you are the one. Okay, now you want to be solid, like an anchor, anchored in the belief of who you are. Get anchored in the belief of who you are. Like, you know you're number one. You know you're the most amazing. You know that you're the greatest. Okay, did anyone just wake up one day and it all clicked? I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, but today I'm like, oh, I think I got the hang of this now. It's happening all the time. I have clients tell me that, people in my group tell me that, people in my Facebook group. Yes, it's like, and I also intend that. I intend that there are realizations where it's clicking, right? The light bulb goes off. So I'm intending that light bulbs are going off, by the way. It is clicking. It's clicking and you're getting it. And what you're getting and understanding is like, it's coming from you. And we really just have to tell the story. We have to get out of the old habit of thinking how reality worked. And now you get in a new habit, because once you kind of get in the new habit, like for me, this is just normal and natural. I'm always going into my imagination first before anything. I already go into the imagination. I go into my imagination. I revise the things through the day that I didn't like. Okay, I revise anything that doesn't align with my desired outcome. I'm revising it. I'm persisting in that. I'm affirming that. Okay, so you're getting it. I intend all of you, the rest of you, everyone is having realizations. Or tonight you might put your head on the pillow and go, and something will click. Okay? And I intend you see, not only like you see that you're the causation, but that you also are so good at this. You're so good at like living your life, and you're so good, right? This is thinking from the end. Thinking from the end is, I'm so good at figuring out my life. I'm so good at focusing on my preferred reality. I'm so good at getting everything I want. That's what you want to let those be some of your dominant thoughts. HHRL. Shannon, I'm so thankful for you. You've helped me countless times and made me grow as a person. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, what do you affirm to bring back someone who is pulling away? Stop focusing on the idea, or it seems like a fact, but it's just an idea. Stop focusing on the idea that they are pulling away. Instead, because every time you're thinking they're pulling away, they're pulling away, they're pulling away, they will pull away. Okay, so instead you think you have to replace that with a new thought. You replace that with a new thought like, okay, maybe they were pulling away, but I'm the creator, right? I am the operant power, and they're back. And they are right here, and it's solid. It's better than ever. That's where you need to put your focus on. You put your focus on how you want it to be. What experience you want to have. The experience you want to have is solid relationship, better communication, more opened up more emotionally, expressing and sharing feelings, expressing your goals with each other, feeling like you're in sync and it feels so good. That's where you put your focus on, and that's what you affirm. Okay, this is solid. It's so good. I know. The thing is, you have to affirm that even though you're not seeing it, and you have to affirm it even like even if it's been several days or weeks. I mean, this can happen overnight. Don't look for the evidence. Just know that your thoughts are creating, and all you need to do is persist in your thoughts. about this topic and this subject. Okay, same thing, Tanisa, 84. What to affirm when he left? He doesn't call, he's cold, and he has no heart. Well, okay, the story we say and tell, I understand it's a question, okay? I get it. But I also think, and I wonder, how many times have you thought that and said that? Okay, because you're saying he's cold and he has no heart. That's what the current reality is showing you. Okay, I get that. We all get that. That's what your current reality shows you. But when you want to shift into a new reality where he has a heart, he has the biggest heart for you, and it's so loving and it's so warm, and he's so kind and he's romantic, and he has the best gestures. He's charismatic, right? You need to focus on that picture. Okay, so that's why this is a mental exercise, because in our 3D reality, you're going to see one thing, but in order to get the reality you want, you have to say, he's calling me. I'm getting calls all the time. He is so hot on my tail. Oh my God, it feels so good. I love how much he loves me. I love how it feels that I am so loved. I love that he's here with me. Okay, now here's why the self-concept affirmations are important, because we can affirm that, but if we're not feeling really solid in who we are, right? If you're not feeling solid in who you are, then they may show evidence, but they may not stay. Okay, so think about the big picture for the rest of your life. Don't you, isn't it nice to be in a relationship where like just living a life, maybe more of living a life where like you are the one and only, that they have no interest in anyone else but you. So that means you want to get solid on who you are and how you see yourself. So see yourself as a goddess and see yourself as a priority, and you are the most valuable person. You are so valuable. We're not saying valuable like higher. We can put ourselves on a pedestal just to kind of feel that value, maybe if we haven't felt that way for a lifetime or whatever part of our life. I mean, our life goes up and down, right? We shift into different states. So if we were maybe in a state of feeling like unwanted and rejected, maybe we want to put ourselves on a pedestal to get ourselves up there, like to feel that way. So do that for yourself. Let that be part of your self-love, putting yourself on a pedestal. Now expect that you will receive the messages and the interaction from him, but you need to affirm it consistently. You consistently affirm it, and you never stop until you have the manifestation. Okay, now you might stop affirming every day because you're already getting evidence and you're already seeing it and you're already feeling like, oh yeah, this is working. Okay, so there will be a point, but I've also had situations where it like literally happened overnight, like affirming all day long, and then it happened overnight. And I had a success story, I think a week ago, where a client said her, like going from being ghosted and not even talking to their specific person saying, you're the love of my life. Hearing the words, you're the love of my life, like it was totally out of the blue, completely out of the blue. So consistently tell the story you want. Consistently tell the story that you are God's gift to this earth, and you radiate love that they are attracted to, and everyone loves being in your presence. Okay, guys, I love you. You're powerful. Go to the end of saying be the version of you by affirming a version of you who's powerful. I am powerful. I am confident. I got this. Remember, even if you don't get it, you still have to, you want to be affirming, I get this. I know how to do this. I know how to do this on a powerful level. I'm the master at manifesting my reality. Then, so you're affirming that you will become that. You will become that. Okay. And actually, it's a little more, if you don't, instead of focusing on your desire, focus on who you are as your self-concept being. You're the version of you who's like, you snap your fingers and you manifest what you want. You snap your fingers and you get the phone call. Okay. So play with that idea, because you will, if you persist in that idea, you will have that experience in life. Okay, you just need to persist with it until it becomes your reality. If you need additional help, I have my VIP group. I go live in there several times a week, all different workshops, everything's saved. You can chat with me in that group. If you have questions, that's a monthly subscription. And I have a free Facebook group for anyone interested. I have one-on-one coaching available. I do have some appointments available this week because I opened up my calendar a little bit for more availability. And I also have my course, Master Your Reality by Mastering Yourself concept. That is a blueprint for mastering and being the version of you with your desire. Okay, guys, you got to just be persistent and stay loyal, and your reality is changing to what you want it to be. I love you all. Bye.